I thought I understood expensive hi-fi. I was wrong. When an amplifier costs more than a luxury car, something strange happens. The sound stops feeling like sound. It starts feeling real. Today, I finally tested ultra-high-end amplifiers ranging from $38,000 to over $114,000, and nothing prepared me for the difference. This isn't about louder music or fancy gear. This is about the moment hi-fi stops being equipment and becomes an experience. The McIntosh MC2.1KW is pure American muscle taken to an absurd extreme. At a staggering $114,000, this amplifier isn't trying to be elegant or minimal, it's built to dominate. From the moment music starts, scale takes over. Bass hits with crushing weight and authority, pressurizing the room with physical energy you don't just hear, you feel it. The mid-range is thick, powerful, and unmistakably McIntosh. Vocals sound bold, present, and larger than life, carrying a sense of mass and confidence that few amplifiers can match. High frequencies remain smooth and controlled, never sharp or aggressive, even when the volume climbs into dangerous territory. What makes the MC2.1KW entertaining is sheer scale. This amplifier doesn't whisper, it commands. Dynamic swings feel effortless, and the power reserves seem endless. Push it harder and it simply responds with more authority, never strain. This is not a delicate amplifier. It's not about micro detail or surgical precision. It's about impact, confidence, and raw authority. If you want your system to feel like a live concert, loud, physical, and unapologetic, the MC2.1KW delivers in overwhelming fashion. And yet, this is only the beginning. The CH Precision P1 monoblocks take a completely different approach to ultra-high-end amplification. At $89,000, these amplifiers don't try to impress with brute force or dramatic flair. They overwhelm through control, purity, and absolute neutrality. The first thing you notice is silence. A deep black background so quiet that music seems to emerge from nothing. Out of that darkness, bass appears perfectly sculpted and immaculately defined. Never loose, never exaggerated, always precise. The mid-range is ultra-transparent, revealing layers of texture, breadth, and nuance with almost frightening realism. Vocals don't sound enhanced, they sound exposed. High frequencies extend endlessly, smooth and effortless with no edge or grain. What makes the P1 truly entertaining is its invisibility. You stop hearing an amplifier altogether. What remains is pure music, floating freely in space. The soundstage is wide, deep, and holographic, with instruments locked into position with absolute precision and natural decay. This is the kind of sound that doesn't shout, it doesn't flex, it simply reveals everything. For listeners who crave absolute neutrality, silence, and control, the CH Precision P1 feels less like equipment and more like a window directly into the recording itself. The Conrad-Johnson ART Signature brings something rare to this list: emotion first. At $38,000, this amplifier stands as proof that numbers, specs, and measurements are not the final word in musical satisfaction. The sound is rich, organic, and deeply musical from the very first note. Bass is warm and full, never aggressive, but always satisfying and supportive. The mid-range is where the RT Signature truly shines. Vocals sound human, textured, and emotionally charged, carrying weight and intimacy that feels unmistakably real. High frequencies glow softly, filled with harmonic color and natural sweetness rather than clinical detail or sharp edges. What makes the ART Signature so entertaining is its romance. Music flows effortlessly, drawing you into the performance instead of forcing detail at you. It's not about ultimate precision or pinpoint analysis, it's about connection. This amplifier makes you forget comparisons. You stop dissecting soundstage width or resolution and start listening to entire songs, start to finish. Jazz feels intimate, vocals feel alive, acoustic recordings feel personal. In a world dominated by hyper-technical monsters, the Conrad-Johnson ART Signature reminds us why we fell in love with music in the first place. The Soulution 5.1 is where hi-fi turns surgical. At $40,000, this amplifier doesn't add flavor, warmth, or character. It removes every last trace of distortion, noise, and uncertainty. The silence is unreal. Notes don't fade in. They appear, perfectly shaped and perfectly controlled. Bass is tight, lightning fast, and incredibly precise, locking rhythm into place with zero overhang. The mid-range is crystal clear, exposing micro details and subtle textures you may never have realized existed in the recording. Vocals sound clean, open, and startlingly present. High frequencies extend endlessly, smooth and refined, completely free of glare or harshness. What makes the 511 entertaining is its microscopic resolution. You hear the space between instruments, the decay of notes hanging in the air. Even the acoustic signature of the room becomes obvious. Everything feels clean, focused, and almost intimidatingly accurate. This is not a forgiving amplifier. Poor recordings sound poor. But great recordings, they sound jaw-droppingly real. At this point, the difference between high-end and ultra-high-end becomes obvious. It's not louder, it's not flashier, it's simply truer. The Pass Labs X's 300 monoblocks are pure Class A insanity. At $85,000, these amplifiers are built with a singular goal: absolute sonic authority without sacrificing musical soul. Bass hits with massive weight and iron-fisted control, anchoring the music with power that feels physical and unshakable. The mid-range is rich, dense, and emotionally gripping. Vocals feel present, textured, and deeply human, carrying real body and nuance. High frequencies extend effortlessly, smooth and endlessly refined, revealing detail without glare or edge. What truly sets the XS300 apart is dynamic realism. Music breathes, quiet passages whisper with intimacy, while loud crescendos explode with thunderous force, all without compression, strain, or harshness. The soundstage is huge and three-dimensional, placing instruments in real, tangible space with convincing scale. Notes arrive with authority and decay naturally into silence. What makes these monoblocks entertaining is their emotional impact. They don't just play music, they energize the room. You don't only hear performances, you feel them in your chest. For many audiophiles, this is the moment they realize they've reached true endgame territory. And yet, one amplifier still stands above. The Boulder 2160 is pure sonic dominance. At $65,000, this stereo amplifier delivers true reference-level performance with absolute confidence. No drama, no embellishment, no compromise. From the first note, everything sounds bigger, deeper, and more solid. Bass is iron-fisted and immovable, striking with authority while remaining perfectly controlled. The mid-range is ultra-clean and completely neutral, revealing layers of texture and inner detail without adding warmth or coloration. High frequencies stretch endlessly, smooth, open, and effortlessly refined. What truly makes the 2160 special is its effortless authority. It never sounds like it's working. It doesn't push, flex, or strain. It simply controls everything, any speaker, any genre, any volume level, with calm inevitability. The soundstage feels carved out of space itself, wide, deep, and holographic, with instruments locked into position with surgical precision. Dynamics explode instantly yet remain perfectly composed, never hard or aggressive. This amplifier doesn't impress you with tricks, it overwhelms you with perfection. After hearing it, everything else feels slightly constrained. This isn't about price, this is about what's possible. That's why the Boulder 2160 takes the crown. These amplifiers prove one thing clearly: once you enter the ultra-high-end, HiFi stops being about upgrades and starts being about experience. From McIntosh's brute force to CH Precision's purity, Conrad-Johnson's emotion, Soulution's precision, Pass Labs' power, and Boulder's absolute control, each represents a different obsession. Is it rational? No. Is it unforgettable? Absolutely. Now the real question is, if money didn't matter, which amplifier would you choose? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more extreme hi-fi deep dives. Thanks for watching, and keep your music powerful, pure, and alive. That's why the Boulder 2160 takes the crown.